Hey everybody, it's a nice Friday morning in South Florida. Nicole and I are on our way to Bahai Honda in the Keys. Right now we're in Homestead stopping for gas and we are totally loaded up. We've got all kinds of stuff. We've got the kayak stuff, snorkeling stuff, tripod, tent, fishing poles, kayaks, lots of drinks, fans. It's gonna be hot, but it's gonna be fun. Well, we're doing pretty good. It's only about 91 degrees and we have about, I don't know, hour and a half left, but we're doing pretty good. We're averaging 16.6 miles to the gallon pulling the trailer. But we just had a cannonball race pass us, a bunch of Lamborghinis and Audis. It went flying by. So it feels like 105 degrees outside. We just left Robbie's, which is my favorite place. I come at least once every time I go down to the Keys. And we're taking the long walk back to the truck. I almost said Jeep. I got a truck now, I gotta keep saying truck. And we're gonna find somewhere to swim until 3 p.m., which is when we can check into our campsite. So we're at Kiki Sandbar, and Ron and Christina are going to be here till like 8 o'clock for our steak dinner, so we're having an appetizer of mahi tacos, which we're about to indulge ourselves in because that is my favorite thing when we go to Anime Island, is mahi tacos. So we made it to the campground, but I'm not sure that we're going to make it underneath this bridge with the kayaks and everything. 6'8". Nah, we're not gonna make it. I'm gonna take kayaks off.
You might be able to make it, Kevin.
And we made it. This is so beautiful out here. Alright, we'll see you later.
Yours hit it.
Alright, so they don't allow trailers over here where we're camping, but I kind of talked them into this being a kayak trailer, not a camper. So we'll see if anybody else says anything about it. Well, here it is. We backed in finally. This is how close we are to the water. Now we can put the kayaks in right here, go out this little cove, make a left, and go underneath the bridge at Bahai Honda Park and go to the little beach over there. So that's our plan. But first we gotta set up and make some shade. So there's some ginormous sea turtles coming in. There's one right there. Then there's another one, you can see his back. Right over there. Oh, is that another one over there? Oh, there's three.
There. And there's a ton of fish over there.
This is our campsite right here. But this water feels amazing. It's kind of rocky in this part right here, you can tell, but we just put the kayaks in here and just kayak out and around, and it's beautiful. There's a little thunderstorm going on over here, but that's pretty normal in the Keys. Here's camp so far. They put up two nice hammock posts. Got little rugs out. So here's pretty much 90% of the gear. I did not put anything inside the truck. A lot of drinks, whole case of water. You don't want to run out of water while out here in the sun. It's like 101 degrees. Water's probably like 96 degrees. Here's a tent. We might use this tonight with the air mattress, I'm not sure. Most of the stuff is just for the kayak. We got some camp chairs, life vest, pool floats to go swimming with, and that's pretty much it. I got rid of that big water tank that was back here. That gave me a lot of room. Put up some hooks for the most commonly used items when we're using the grill. And over here I want to put some little spice racks for spice, obviously, and just commonly used things like lighters, you know, just stuff like that that you have to have with you when you camp. You don't want to be digging through these big totes and stuff like that. But other than that, I made a nice little box right here for my USB and cigarette lighter charger. Charging my phone, and I have a little charger for a Bluetooth speaker. But other than that, we're probably gonna go kayaking for a little bit. Ron and Christina should be here in a couple hours, and then we're gonna make a nice steak dinner. So we'll help them get set up whenever they get here. It's so peaceful out here, but we don't want to go too far because there's obviously a storm coming. We don't want to be a lightning rod out here. But it's probably like, what, 4:30? Yeah, it's like 4:30. That is a huge sea turtle right there. His head is huge. Oh, he just went down. When we got here, there's about 4 of them. But over here, on this side over here, there's a bunch of nurse sharks, so maybe we can get up close to those. Alright, I know it's dark and everything, but here's Ron's truck, came in at night, got the kayaks on top, and he is using an awning with one of those awning tents. Although we left the channel piece at the house, so it kind of looks disfigured, but it still works. There's a nice little breeze coming through now, so I'll have to open up the windows. Well, everybody, it's that time. Sit at the Timbo Tusk. Ron and Christina are here. Ron's preparing some delicious steaks. Got corn, onions, and the charcoal's getting hot.
That camera.
Got talked into going out with hopes you were staying in. I was feeling like myself for the first time in a long time.
The water is so calm this morning. Nicole walked out here and saw all kinds of different fish she's never seen before. And there was a whole group of nurse sharks out here. It's pretty cool. Anyway, it's about 8 o'clock in the morning. Ron and Christina made it last night about 10:30 maybe. Got their awning tent all set up. They brought their kayaks too, so we're all gonna go kayak fishing and swimming and snorkeling today. Just in case people are curious, we used our fan all night last night or so, from about 11 to about 8 o'clock this morning. We used the fantastic fan. The refrigerator runs 24/7, that's always on, and we've been charging cell phones and devices and cameras and stuff. When I woke up, my single 100 amp hour battery got all the way down to 65%, and I went up top, wiped it off, it was pretty dirty, and the solar panel's slowly coming up. It's already at 68%, and the sun's not even really high yet, so we'll monitor that and see how fast it gets to 100, if it even makes it to 100 today. Alright, so what Ron's doing is he's making coffee. We had a coffee company out of St. Petersburg, Florida, reach out to our YouTube channel, and they watch our videos and they wanted to donate some coffee for us to have in the morning. So shout out to Made Coffee. You can buy them at Publix. They sell iced coffee in cans, and they sell coffee beans, which is what we have here. And we didn't know this, but the last time, I don't drink coffee, but the last time we went camping, we brought the coffee with us, and I opened it up and it was just coffee beans, and we didn't have a coffee bean grinder. We just assumed that, I just assumed that it was just whatever this is, coffee ground. I don't even know because I don't drink coffee grounds. So Nicole had to go home and grind it for us, and now we lost the original package, so we made our own made coffee package. But don't judge a book by its cover, because this is like the best smelling coffee, and in a couple minutes we'll tell you exactly how good this coffee tastes. So Ron's trying the coffee now. So on a scale of won't wake you up to you're gonna clean the house for like 3 days straight like you've been on drugs, how good is this coffee?
About a 9.
About a 9? Okay. Alright. Nicole drinks iced coffee, so we'll have some ice cubes for her so she can try it tomorrow morning or this evening. We are getting ready to start our day kayaking, swimming, snorkeling, fishing. See, most people see this as a shovel and an axe. I see it as a clothesline. I've used it more for this than actually using the axe or the shovel, if that makes sense, but it's probably really believable. As do 99% of the people that have all that stuff and don't need it. Anyway, let's check back in. We are still at, well, now we're up to 71%, so it is improving. We have the refrigerator slap full of food, which helps. If you just have the refrigerator, 25% full, you just have a 6-pack of drinks in there, or a couple Gatorades of water, it runs a lot more. But if you get this thing completely slap full of food, it cuts down on the number of cycles per hour or per day. So just try to keep the refrigerator full. As soon as we take a drink out, we stuff another drink in there, and that's just the way to go. It also helps if these aren't in the sun, if you can put these in the shade, or put them in another cooler and take them out and put them in there. That way they're already pre-cooled. That helps out a lot as well. But anyway, it is hot. I don't even want to know how hot it is. It's probably gonna be like 93 degrees today, but it feels like 103. So thank goodness for awnings. Well, we went and got some bait, so now we're ready to start our adventure kayaking. There is a 55-60% chance of thunderstorms today, so we lowered both sides of the awnings just so all the water would run off. That way we don't have to put them up. Also, I forgot to bring the piece that goes in the channel that this zips to, so the tent looks all disfigured and everything, just because this side's down, plus that's missing, so it just looks really sloppy, but it still worked. Alright, there's Ron, Christina, and Nicole back there. Here's some RV campsites right there. Then of course there's the famous iconic bridge. So we made it to Bahai Honda Beach. Nicole is right there snorkeling. And on the other side of Nicole, did you see something? What is it? Big fish?
It was a shrimp like this.
A shrimp? And then on the other side of Nicole is Christina and Ron. They're getting their snorkel stuff ready. It is a beautiful day. I really don't know how warm the water is. I would probably say low 90s. But if you want to take a look underwater, here we go. Why don't you take your life jacket off? Today's episode on how to get into a kayak.
You wouldn't dare.
Yeah. Today's episode on how to get into a kayak if you're out in the water. First, you take your fins off.
We're gonna get a video of everybody attempting to get on their kayaks. So that way, if anything crazy, wild, or stupid happens, we can laugh about it.
And a 1, and a 2, and a 3. You're doing it all wrong. Alright, so face your kayak, grab onto it, and throw yourself over it.
Quiet down over there.
Throw yourself over it. Whenever you get your weight 50-50, then just spin into it. 1, and a 2, and a 3. And that's why you don't buy sit inside kayaks. Like a pro.
Technique.
Well, on Nicole's first cast, she caught the bridge. So now we're gonna deep fry some bridge tonight. Or do you like your bridge blackened? We can blacken it. It's such a beautiful day today. We're back at the little cove where we camp. The trucks are right over there. But this little inlet area is so deep that it's home to a lot of sea turtles. We just had a couple show up. There's one coming up right. Oh, there's this little head right there. But by the time I can get the GoPro close enough to film them, they take a big breath of air and they dive back down deep. So we made it back in one piece. I don't think anybody got lobster red burnt, but it is hot. So we came back, saw a couple turtles, some dead lobster, some tropical looking yellow striped fish. I don't know what they were. But we're gonna cool off in the shade if that's even possible, and cook some lunch. So Ron's cooking, but I told you we'd monitor this solar. I think before we went kayaking it was in the 70s, and after a couple hours, it's only 12:30 right now, we're at 82%. So it's bouncing between 82 and 86, so somewhere between there is probably where it's really at. Ron's cooking. We are having tacos for lunch today, so he's got the meat going. Over here on the grill, we have some nice chicken. And we are being invaded by sea turtles again, so Christina's out there trying to get pictures and videos of the huge sea turtles.
Ron dying, so we're going to test our first aid abilities.
Oh, Jesus.
Just draining the
Do not try this while camping. I've done that before, and I've dumped that on myself when we were at, man, where was I? I was with Tim. We were at Shard Island, and I dumped the hot juice all down my sweater and my jeans, and that was the only dry clothes I had. And it got to like 29 degrees that night or some ridiculous number. So let's just say I froze because I didn't have any clothes to wear. So Nicole has a taco boat. We have a fancy taco salad and a failed hard shell taco. Ron's sporting 2 taco boats and a hard shell taco. But I wish you could taste this chicken because it is delicious. Nicole just caught this little fish, and what are you gonna do? Throw it out there and see if you can catch a bigger fish?
Yep.
Alrighty. So after lunch, we took a little drive to check out some local fishing holes, which some were closed and some were packed. So we are back at Bahai Honda, and we're going to the Overseas Railroad. So thanks to Hurricane Irma, this whole side, ocean side of Bahai Honda is closed. And it probably won't ever open up again. So there's the little beach swimming area at Bahai Honda. And that direction is the Overseas Railroad. This is where the train tracks came through. Well, we all just got to Kiki's, and the plan is to eat an early dinner and be back to the campsite in time for fishing and some sunset pictures. I remembered to bring a sticker this time, so Ron's gonna have the pleasure of putting a sticker. Look at that. The shiniest sticker here. Got the pulled pork sandwich. Nicole got mahi tacos again. They're delicious. Some rabbit food. And I don't know what that is.
A caprese chicken sandwich.
A caprese chicken sandwich. And I don't know, what'd you get wrong?
Yellowtail snapper sandwich.
Yellowtail snapper sandwich. It's that part of the video where we catch up on the stickers that we have not been putting on the trailer. But we're at Bahai Honda State Park, so we found this really cool bumper sticker that we're going to put on the trailer, which ironically was $1.95, and all the stickers that were about this size were like almost $6, so it's kind of a, I don't know, easy decision. So sticker guy Ron, aka Chef Ron, is going to install it on the trailer. All the way to the left. Here, to the left. There you go. Alright, we have Freedom Mission Capable Overland. We follow each other on Instagram. He sent me a sticker and I sent him one. He actually sent me a couple, so Ron has his own sticker he's going to put on his truck. Boom, look at that. Pretty. So it's about that time. We're gonna do some sunset fishing, but first Ron bought a box, yes, a box of squid. I don't know if you can smell it through the camera or not, but it's pretty, oh, that's disgusting. But we're cutting the squid up in chunks and hopefully we catch something. Last night from the campsite, a gentleman caught a tarpon, so I don't know if tarpon eat squid or not, but hopefully we catch some good stuff. Nicole found a huge crab. He wants it. Just take a minute and just take in this sunset. It is freaking awesome. So that is the amazing sunset from a campsite. We are back at camp. Can't see anything, but gotta walk through all the kayaks. Christmas lights came on automatically. They're solar charged. So the next sticker that's going on the trailer is Wander, North Georgia. Nicole and I spent a week in North Carolina over the 4th of July, and we stopped at this little store and we bought this sticker to support them. So this is going to be going on the trailer. Ron's going to have the honor to put that on there. So I guess we'll be starting our third row of stickers. Yay! The next sticker going on the trailer is Expedition Florida. I think it's at Expedition Florida. They're only on Instagram as far as I know, so shout out to them. They sent me a sticker. They sent me 2, so Ron's gonna have one to put on his truck or wherever, and this one's gonna be going on the trailer.
If I can get it.
If we can get it separated. That's the hardest part of these stickers for some reason. Alright, there it is, in all its glory. Boom, pretty. This last sticker we have tonight, I'm gonna let Ron tell you all about it because he went out of his way to get it.
Okay, this is a sticker from Overland Memes. He's on Instagram, and all of his stickers is a donation. All the profits from it go to a different variety of organizations, and this month, and this sticker was the California Vehicle Off-Road Association, and so far this month he's been able to raise $300 towards the organization.
Looking good. Oh, and by the way, this light strip that you see was $3 on eBay. And I had to wait like just under 2 weeks to get it because it came straight from China. But for $3, this thing is so bright. You can't tell on the GoPro, but it lights up a whole area out here. And the best part is, it comes down and it has a USB on the end. So that's your little pro tip for today. It's about 8:30 in the morning and it is super hot. I feel like I'm already getting burnt. We're slowly packing up. The kayaks take up a majority of our time and equipment. It takes a lot of stuff to just go out and kayak. You got your snorkeling stuff, your paddles, your life jackets, your seats, your anchors, and just the list goes on and on for kayaks. So anyway, we're gonna do that real quick, eat some breakfast, and then slowly make our way up the Keys towards Homestead. There's a lot of things I like about this truck, but probably the best thing is probably how good the backup camera is. This is the first vehicle I've ever owned that's had a backup camera, so it's kind of cool to me. Well, we're all packed up and we had to actually take one of Ron's kayaks and put it on the bed rack of the truck, because as you can see, the clearance is pretty close. Actually, I think we're gonna hit this pipe up here, just the bottom of it. Oh, he cleared it, but we are so close. Nicole's kayak's not as tall as mine. Mine's a little taller. Wait. I can't even tell it was so close if we hit it or not. I'm definitely gonna hit this. Ooh, yeah. So we took a little detour on the way up towards Homestead, and right now we're inside a boat, or a ship I guess you could say, which is actually inside the Worldwide Sportsman store. So if you remember, on our way down we got passed by a whole bunch of exotic cars doing a race, and some of them are over there getting gas right now. So they'll probably be racing past us on the turnpike again. It is so hot, and today is National Ice Cream Day. So we are at Redland Ice Cream in Homestead, Florida, and we're about to part ways, take the other route 27 up through Okeechobee, and come the back way into Polk County.